with BOBAK FERDOWSI talking about Mars. Jay Moore is here. And Jay, you had a question for BOBAK?
Yeah, BOBAK, what I wanted to know, if you have the rover and all these things on Mars, are you ever using that? Because now you have a closer view at other planets. Like now you're in prime position to take way closer photos of like Saturn and Jupiter.
So yeah, the optics on our rover aren't good enough. They're not better than the telescopes like Hubble and things like that. But we do have some unique stuff. Recently we had a comet pass Mars. Actually, it's the closest passing of a comet to another planet that we've been able to observe. So we've never had a comet, for example, pass closer to Earth than this Siding Spring passed to Mars. So yeah, we actually we tried to take some pictures of that.
And what about sunrises, sunsets? What's that cycle like?
So Mars is actually on a very close cycle to the Earth. So it's about 24 hours and about 39 minutes.
Well, they say when ladies live together for a long time, they get on the same cycle.
This is that comet.
This is a simulation of the comet. This is Siding Spring. So it actually passed by Mars just a couple weeks ago, and we.
How close?
Oh, it was. Gosh, I don't have the answer, but I think it was like a third of the distance between us and the moon.
Oh my God!
So it's actually
That's
very
crazy.
close.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's like blow up a planet close.
It's very close, and so
long to Tatooine.
The orbiters actually had to hide behind the planet because they're afraid of the tail like damaging the orbiters. But the rovers on the surface are fine.
There it goes. There's Mars. Here
so
it
we've
comes.
done stuff like that. You can see all the orbiters there. They kind of gather on the backside of the planet when it's passing.
That's badass. You guys are like, let's get to.
So you like actually you brought the satellites around to the other side.
That's right.
Purposely to avoid it.
To avoid the tail of the comet.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a lot of small particles and they'll damage the solar arrays and other things like that.
What about this rocket? Just so we have footage of it, so I thought it'd be cool to look at the footage. This is what is this rocket that just blew up?
So
2 days ago.
That's right. So Orbital is one of the companies that NASA's given a contract to launch cargo to the International Space Station. And so it was another delivery to the space station. It actually had a number of small satellites for Planet Labs. Actually, JPL had a mission on board. So Antares is, you can see it's about 10 seconds in, and there's a pretty bad explosion.
Thanks.
This is not only is this uncrewed, luckily there's nobody in the surrounding area as well. So this is there's some damage obviously to the facility, but fortunately nobody was injured or hurt in this.
It was that you went on record. This was entirely your fault.
This is entirely my fault personally.
Oops.
I hit the wrong button. No, this is just a reminder how difficult space is, though. I think we kind of have gotten to the habit of looking at these launches and be like, oh great, it's gonna be another space launch. It's gonna be really routine. But if you look at the statistics, it is still the single area where we have the highest failure rate. I mean, these are controlled. This was obviously an uncontrolled explosion, but really what rockets are controlled explosions.
Yeah.
So every time you see one of these things, it's kind of, we think we're getting it down to a science, but it's still a lot of risk and a lot of, hard work involved.
Solid fuel on those rockets.
Yeah.
Can you wrap your mind around that?
Solid fuel.
Some of these are. I don't. I think this one is a liquid.
Like space shuttle is a solid fuel.
It had the solid fuel boosters and then a liquid core.
An interesting connection between the space shuttle program and this television show.
I heard.
Is the control room that we use here for this television show was used for many years to shoot the shuttle launch.
They showed us some footage. It's beautiful. Yeah, this is gorgeous
our control room booth. We shot all this footage.
Yeah.
This actual footage we pulled because HDNet, Access TV was formerly HDNet,
right.
And we used their truck. We have a shot of the truck actually out there of our truck. This is our truck. Yeah, that's our truck now. Let's see our truck. Let's see our truck at NASA.
Oh wow!
We shot this. We shot this. We shot this. Yeah.
Now the red, that's all fuel. That's solid fuel.
No, the red in the middle is the liquid fuel.
Oh,
and the two side boosters are solid.
Yeah, there's our truck right there over there at.
I can see it.
That's really it.
I see it down there.
That's it. We got an old photo of it.
That's great.
So that's amazing.
I watched that all day.
Let's look at a couple more shots from the surface of Mars real quick. Let's take a Skype call actually. We have a few minutes left. Let's take a Skype call from New Jersey. Hello, go ahead with your question for BOBAK FERDOWSI. What's your question, sir?
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I was just curious to see what the possibility of commercial space flights are in our lifetime.
To Mars.
Yeah, wherever.
Wherever.
Around the moon, it don't matter.
I think they're great. Virgin Galactic is working hard to make that happen this year. Hopefully, in the December timeframe, but if not, early next year, you should see the first sort of, suborbital flights. And then, with NASA's Commercial Crew Program, the idea is that we're investing in architectures for future, one, for us to basically be able to buy a seat to go to the space station, which is fantastic. But, the SpaceX, Dragon capsule has seats for 7, and we're typically expecting a crew of 3 going up. So that means there's 4 seats available, probably at first for very wealthy people to go. But eventually the idea is, to bring this down to a reasonable cost for most people.
Shane, would you go if it was available? Would you go to space?
Absolutely, man. Yeah. Let's
Yeah, buddy, dig it.
Well, guess what?
go. Moon, man.
Guess what? You're going.
You go.
Yeah, take that, Oprah. Okay. Hey, this was a great show. We are out of time. We ran out of time, but that.